So today we're going to do something a little bit different. This is a reaction to Doctor Who. Sort of. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Kevin, I'm a geek, you're watching Kevin the Geek, and today we are doing a special reaction. Thank you to Pedro who has suggested this video for me to do. We're going to watch the charity special edition of The Weakest Link featuring various cast members from Doctor Who. I love game shows, I love quizzes particularly. I'm kind of hit and miss when it comes to quizzes. I do have a special record when it comes to pub quizzes that I have so far never ever come last. I haven't won a lot, but I've never come last. But I'm looking forward to this, so let's get started.
Here are the 9 celebrities preparing for today's show. Only one of them can win up to £50,000 for a charity of their choice. The others will leave with nothing as one by one they're voted off as the weakest
link. God, we've got so many people here.
Welcome.
Oh,
to
the
special
android.
edition of The Weakest Link.
Nice.
The 9 people in the studio tonight are used to battling intergalactic monsters.
Oh.
I don't think so. I think we'll do that again. Welcome to a special edition of The Weakest Link.
I used to love this.
The 9 people
when I was a
in
kid.
the studio tonight are all used to battling intergalactic monsters. None of them have ever met their match until now.
Until now. Android.
Anyway, they could win up to £50,000 for charity, but if they want that prize money, they'll have to work as a team. But
Okay.
8 of them will leave with nothing.
Ooh.
As round by round we lose the player voted
The
weakest link.
weakest link.
Let's meet the team.
Hi, I'm John
Hey.
Darwin. I play Captain Jack on Doctor Who.
Captain
And currently
Jack.
I'm fighting other aliens and monsters in Torchwood.
Torchwood! Make sure you come to Torchwood Tuesdays
Hi,
on the
I'm
channel.
I played the ultimately heroic, surprisingly dashing, and amazingly handsome Mickey Smith.
Hi, I'm Tracy Ann Oberman. I played the King Yvonne Hartman, head of the Torchwood Institute.
Boo!
Hello, I'm David. I'm 925 years old, and I come from Gallifrey.
The Cybermen as Jake Simmons.
Hello, I'm Camille Kajuri, and I play Rose Tyler's mum, Jackie.
Hey.
Hello, I'm Nick Briggs, and I'm the voice of the Daleks
Nice!
Cybermen.
Hi, I'm Claire Rushbrook, and I played the scientist
Hey.
Ida Scott.
Ida Scott from Impossible Planet and the Satan Pit. K9!
The Doctor's faithful friend.
Yes, you are K9.
Now the rules, in each round the aim is to answer enough questions correctly to reach your £5,000 target within the time limit.
Right, let's see how I do.
Fastest
I'll try and
way is
play
to
along.
create a chain of 9
Make sure you
correct
drop a
answers.
comment down below
Get
if you
your
play
question
along.
wrong,
Let us
you
know how
break
many
the
questions
chain
you
and
got
lose
right.
all the money in that chain. But if you say bank before the question is asked, the money's safe. However, you start a new chain from scratch.
Okay, here we go.
Remember, team, at the end of the round, only money that's been banked can be taken forward. In round 1, there are 3 minutes on the clock. We'll start with the person whose name is first alphabetically. That's you, Andrew.
Andrew. Okay.
Let's play The Weakest Link.
Do, 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 do. Start the
First
clock.
question is for £100. Start the clock. Andrew, in astronomy, the Earth takes 1 year to orbit which celestial body?
The sun.
The sun.
Correct. Camille. In relationships, an instant attraction to another person is usually known as love at first what?
Sight.
Correct, Nick. What E is the name of the language in which I am speaking to you?
English.
Correct. Claire. In the acting profession, it is often said that one should never work with children or what?
Animals.
Correct. K9. On treasure maps, which letter of the alphabet traditionally marks the spot?
X.
X. Correct. John. In sporting physiques, who normally weighs more, a jockey or a sumo wrestler?
A sumo wrestler.
Correct. Noel. Because of a faulty circuit, the doctor's TARDIS is usually stuck in the form of a telephone box previously used by which of the emergency services?
The police.
The police.
Correct. Tracy Ann. In maths, what is 10 plus 50?
60.
Correct. David, when the Cybermen were revived in 2006, what was their battle cry? Control, Alt, or Delete?
Delete.
Correct.
Bank.
Andrew.
Bank.
Hey.
Come on, team.
I mean, that was an easy round, wasn't it? I mean, you've got to, when it's for charity, you've got to have a really easy starting round.
Okay. You've reached and banked your £5,000 target.
Woo!
That money will go to the next round, but one of you will not. Remember, you'll have 10 seconds less. Which Dalek's got a wonky wheel? Who couldn't find their way out of a 1960s police box? Time to vote off. The weakest link.
In an impressive first round, Andrew is the strongest link. Statistically,
I mean,
Camille
what,
is the
'cause he
weakest
banked?
link. But will the other players realise
How
that?
is she statistically the weakest link?
Voting
Well,
over.
because
It's
she was the
time to
slowest to
reveal
answer,
who's
maybe?
the weakest link.
K9.
No!
K9.
No!
K9.
K9.
No! Not K9!
K9.
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 Oh!
What's up, Doc?
Oh, listen, it's scary enough. Don't expect me to improvise.
So you're actually Scottish, aren't you?
I am actually Scottish, yes.
Did your accent go through a gateway into another galaxy?
It often does.
Was it your idea to be sexy in the show?
Taking my cue from you, Anne.
Hey, nice answer.
Can you remember how K9 introduced himself? Let me remind you. K9,
Mistress?
did you call me mistress?
Affirmative.
You caught on fast. How did you introduce yourself at the start?
As the doctor's faithful friend, mistress.
Don't make it any harder, mate. You're the only one I don't have to look in the eye.
He saved your life.
I helped him out a couple of times too.
Why are you getting rid of him?
Like I say, he's the only one I don't have to look in the eye. I know that's cowardly.
Yes, that's cowardly.
So, no.
Yes, baby.
Babe.
As Mickey, Rose is your girlfriend.
Rose is kind of my on-off girlfriend, but the moment I knew I was coming here, she was out the door, man. Because I'm thinking that, you know, me and you get me, like we could have kids,
That would be
chocolate
after.
orange.
Don't put me off my stride, no.
That's a my stride.
So Rose is your girlfriend until he comes along.
Yeah,
How did that work? Because you're really better looking than he is, aren't you?
true.
Well, different strokes for different folks. I happen to think David is equally good looking to me.
K9 saved your life as well.
I don't really think he did.
Why are you getting rid of him?
Because a lot of people have labelled me the tin dog. I was actually annoyed because he's the real tin dog, so he can tin away.
I'm so sorry, K9.
Sacrifice is necessary,
Oh.
mistress.
You are the weakest link.
Affirmative, mistress. Goodbye.
Goodbye, K9. Oh. That's cruel.
The walk of shame was a necessary concomitant of my sacrifice. However, my tail is not between my legs. This was victory in defeat. I am still fully functional, still able to assist Dr. Master.
Oh my god, this is so cool. How have I never seen this
we are
before?
now taking 10 seconds off.
This is apparently 15 years older, yet I've never seen
The
this.
strongest link in the last round. That's Andrew. Let's play.
Okay.
The weakest link.
Here we go.
Start the clock. Andrew, on a standard clock face, the hands rotate in which direction? Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Clockwise.
Correct. Camille. In the traditional children's party game, blindfolded players have to pin which body part onto a donkey?
The tail.
Correct, Nick. Tracy Ann Oberman was called the nation's most popular murderess after her character Chrissy Watts killed which notorious EastEnders villain? Correct.
Dan, yeah.
In language, what H
Not good
is
with
both a term
EastEnders.
of endearment and a sweet substance produced by bees?
Honey.
Correct.
Bang.
John, in geography, Italy is a country in the southern part of which continent?
Europe.
Correct. Noel, in art, what O is the name of a colour of the rainbow?
Orange.
Correct. Tracy Ann, in gadgetry,
So
the
easy.
electronic device used by the doctor to open locks, repair equipment and intercept signals is called a sonic what?
Screwdriver.
Correct, David. In music, a carol is a song or hymn that is most often associated with which Christian festival?
Christmas.
Correct, Andrew.
Bank.
In cartoons, which large grey land mammals are frequently portrayed as being afraid of mice?
Elephants.
Correct, Camille. In TV, Anton Deck, Donna Eyre and Andrew Hayden Smith have all appeared in which long-running children's drama series?
Biker Grove? Or Grange Hill? One of them.
Donna Eyre and Andrew Hayden Smith have all appeared in which long-running children's
Did it
drama
just
series?
glitch out there?
Biker Grove. Nick, in the popular drink called a gin and tonic, which of the named ingredients contains alcohol?
Gin.
Correct, Claire. In entertainment, what J precedes Sparrow and Harkness to give the full names
Jack.
of two on-screen
Jack.
captains? Jack. Correct. John. Unlike a human who has one and an octopus, which has three, the character called the Doctor has how many hearts?
Oh, two.
Correct, no.
They know
After
Octopus
the
had
former
three.
Spice Girl with the surname Adams married a famous footballer in 1999, she became
Victoria.
known as Victoria who?
Beckham.
Correct, Tracy Ann. In the Gregorian calendar, the year 2345 is in which century?
24th?
24th.
Oh.
Date. In a disparaging reference, which aspiring conquerors of the universe have been described as resembling pepper pots on wheels?
Daleks.
Correct, Andrew. In chemistry, the temperature at which a liquid changes into a vapor is called its boiling what?
Point. Boiling point. Yeah?
Correct. Camille. In pets, when a canine has behaved well, it is customary to say what? Bad wolf or good doggy?
Good doggy.
Correct. Nick, in
Bang.
cinema, Claire Rushbrook's first big role was playing a moody teenager in the 1996 Mike Leigh film entitled Secrets and What?
Lies.
Correct, Claire.
They know that one.
Time's up. Your bank was in time. Your answer was correct. And you banked £3,100.
Hey, not bad.
Because you had a chain of 9 correct answers. So you could have reached £5,000. Who thinks Gallifrey is where Jesus fed the 5,000? Who thinks a Hoovian is made by Dyson? Time to vote off. Weakest link.
That's the one thing with
For the second
Weakest
round
Link.
in a row, our strongest
It's all
link.
about the
weakest link is
quips.
Tracy Ann. But will the votes reflect the statistics?
I don't think that anyone ever quite
Voting
beats
over, it's
Anne
time to
Robertson
reveal
for that.
who you think is the weakest link.
Tracy Ann.
Tracy Ann.
Camille.
Tracy Ann.
Camille.
Nick.
Tracy Ann.
Tracy Ann.
Ooh.
So, John, does Jack like men or women?
Jack likes a bit of both. He's a modern kind of guy. Anything with a postcode.
Yeah, that's right.
I actually wouldn't mind joining you and Noel afterwards.
That's okay, mister.
Because we know you for many other things. the golden boy of musicals.
Yes.
That's
Are
true.
we going to hear a little of your voice?
I will do anything for you, mistress.
That Doctor Who theme tune.
Yeah, I'll sing that for you if you want.
It's a hard, high note to sing.
Tracy Ann, the former head of Torchwood.
Yes.
Ooh,
You're
yeah.
leading Torchwood now.
Bit of rivalry there.
Why are you getting rid of her?
Partially because she got the question wrong, but also I have to go back to the whole.
She led it better.
Well, no, I have to go back to the whole Torchwood
She didn't
thing.
lead it better.
She didn't lead it better.
You lead it better.
I lead it much better. Yeah.
Nick,
Hello.
remind me what you do in Doctor Who.
A bit of this.
Is that it?
I've accidentally turned my screen off. It's okay, function has been restored.
How do you feel about being responsible for terrifying children throughout the country?
I think it's very healthy.
Yeah.
Right, Tracy Ann,
Well, I'm quite annoyed that
do it
Camille
in your
voted for me.
voice.
I like Camille. And I did an eeny, meeny, miny, mo between her and Tracy Ann.
Tracy Ann,
Yes, Anne.
can you pinpoint the exact moment when your brain turned to mush?
About 12 weeks ago when I gave birth to my baby.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
As she came out, they obviously took my brain.
Is it Tracy Ann Cyberman?
Yes.
Tracy
Clever.
Ann, you are the weak sick. Bye.
Goodbye.
I need to go back to the drawing boards and
I might
look
see an
up the
up-to-date
Gregorian
version of this
calendar.
with you know,
I
some of the
heard
more
about Gregorian, I
recent
assumed the next
things.
one was gonna be
I tell you what, I think Bradley
I feel a bit
Walsh
of a
would be
fool.
so good
I
in
think I
this.
based Yvonne Hartman on Anne Robinson. Sort of no
He's the kind of person that
Anne
he's
would
so
be
good
turned
on
into a
something like The
Cyberman.
Chase.
Maybe Anne already is a Cyberman.
But yeah, I think
Round
I'd
three,
love
you
to
have
see him as a contestant on the quiz show.
£8,100. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Andrew. Let's play.
2 in a row.
Start
the clock.
Andrew, in cookery, what bee is the usual name given to part of a chicken or turkey that provides the white meat?
Breast.
Breast.
Correct. Camille, in gardening, hand, rotary, cylinder and hover are all types of which machine?
Lawnmower.
Could you repeat the question, please?
In gardening, hand, cylinder and hover are all types of which machine?
I'm guessing lawnmower. Pure guess.
Spade.
Lawnmower.
Hey!
Oh, Nick, in sport, be quiet. Which American golfer won his 12th major title at the 2006 US PGA Championship at the Medina Club in Chicago?
Tiger Woods is the only golfer I know.
Daleks do not like sport.
Tiger Woods.
Hey!
Yeah. In language, which word for the cry of a duck is also a slang term for a fraudulent doctor?
Quack!
Correct. John, in technology, canning, freeze-drying and pickling are three methods commonly used to preserve what? Food items or skin tone?
Food items.
Food items.
Correct, no. In pop music, what is the title of the 1998 UK #1 single by Billy Piper that asked in the lyrics, why you gotta play that song so loud?
Because we want to.
Correct, David. In TV, the science fiction series first shown in 1989 featuring the time-travelling character Dr. Sam Beckett was called Quantum what?
Leap.
Correct,
Oh,
Andrew.
yeah, Quantum Leap.
In human anatomy, which word for the stomach goes before button in an alliterative term for the navel?
Belly.
Belly.
Belly button.
Correct. Camille, in religion, according to the authorised version of the Bible, Jacob made his son Joseph a coat of many what?
Colours.
Correct, Nick.
Hey.
In Doctor Who, the home planet of the Time Lords is called what? Gal or Garibaldi?
Gallifrey.
Correct, Claire. In horror films, in
I think there might be a little
1931, the
glitch
same
in
year
this
that Boris
one,
Karloff
this
starred as the
video.
monster in Frankenstein, Bela Lugosi played which screen vampire?
Dracula.
Correct, John.
Bank.
The name of which basic foodstuff is an anagram of the word beard?
Bread. That was on the Doctor Who episode.
Pass.
Fred. Noel, in maths, what is 258 minus 158?
100. That was in the Doctor Who one.
Correct. David, which letter of the alphabet appears in the word dangle,
Dangle, but not in the gland?
in the word gland?
E.
E.
Correct, Andrew. David Tennant's real-life landlady in the 1990s who cooked... Time's up. I can't complete the question. And you only banked £2,000.
I mean, £2,000 a lot of money for charity.
On the sofa when Mastermind comes on. It's time to vote on the weakest link.
I think Wishes have really gone downhill in the amount of money they give out these days. Particularly in charity specials.
Link. But who will the team want off?
That's the thing, when you do something for charity, you want to give at least a decent amount of money.
Camille.
Andrew.
Nick. Nick.
Uh-oh.
Nick.
Oh!
Camille.
Camille.
Is that a tie?
We have a tie team.
Ooh.
Camille and Nick, 2 votes each. Camille.
Yes.
In
So
Doctor
sorry.
Who, you play a desperate middle-aged slapper. Why do you think they chose you for the job?
Probably because, yes, no. I think the audition went really well.
Tell me, Camille, in real life,
Yeah.
do you live in a high-rise?
No.
I wondered, because you've not heard of a lawnmower, have you?
I don't garden, I'm sorry.
I mean, I had a pure guess. I don't have a garden.
Are you getting rid of Nick?
I'd love a garden. I
thought
just don't
that
have one.
everyone was going to go for me, so I thought Nick would be safe, so...
Very convincing.
Good
So,
actress.
Nick, you've never heard of Tiger Woods?
Vaguely.
Do Daleks not play golf?
They don't, no. Why would they? They're covered in their own balls. Sorry.
Tell me why Camille in your Dalek voice.
Because her block of flats is too high for us to get her.
Now, when the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote, and the strongest link was Andrew. Andrew, in
Again?
Doctor Who, is your character from Planet Hair Gel? Why did you vote for Nick?
I mean, that is a very
last name, so I'll give her a
2000s
brick.
spiky hairstyle, isn't it?
Okay, well, you've got a choice now between Nick or Camille, who couldn't remember you were in Biker Grove.
I did know it. Just didn't come out.
That's been quite a problem all the
To be
way
fair, I
along.
don't think, like, it's one of those,
Okay,
both
are you
shows,
sticking
like
with
Biker
Nick?
Grove and Grange Hill,
Yeah, I'll stick
I
with someone.
know,
Sorry, Nick.
but I've just
Nick?
never watched.
You are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
We ain't gonna have a Dalek winner.
I've got a funny feeling it will be Camille next. She has an air of defeat about her. You know, she sort of keeps going, oh God, no.
Yeah,
So,
but saying
probably
that,
Camille.
what are the odds? She's gonna update all the odds and beat it.
Round 4, and you have £10,100. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Andrew. Let's play
The weakest link.
Start the clock.
Do, do.
Andrew, the expression related to culinary technology that means to make rapid progress is cooking with what? Gas or wind?
Gas.
Yeah.
Correct. Camille. In pop music, the lyrics, and through it all she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection are from which UK hit single by Robbie Williams?
What is it?
Angels.
Correct, Claire. The
I'm
1990
bad with
film
music.
comedy starring Eric Idle as a former gangster, and Camille Kajuri as his girlfriend is entitled Nuns on the What?
Run.
Correct. John,
Don't know
in
that one.
quotations, which artist said in 1968 that in the future everybody will be world famous for 15 minutes?
Oh, Andy Warhol?
Correct, Noel. In science, if the abbreviation for the name of an element is called a chemical symbol, the equivalent term for a compound is a chemical what?
Pass.
Formula. David, which TV drama series about a group of British builders working abroad featured Noel Clarke in 2002 as the son of one of the original characters?
Oh, read it in bet.
Correct.
Bank.
Andrew, in language, what A is an 11-letter word expressing agreement that can also be used as a substitute for the answer yes?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
In language, what A is an 11-letter word expressing agreement that can also be used as a substitute for the answer
Affirmative.
yes?
Pass.
Affirmative.
Oh.
Hey!
Camille, in fashion retail, a store employee who works with individual customers to help them choose clothes is known as a what shopper?
Personal.
Mystery?
Correct. Claire, in Doctor Who, Simon Pegg played the editor who was in charge of an orbital news station called what? Satellite 5 or Babylon 5?
Satellite 5.
Babylon 5.
Satellite 5. John, which adventurer, librarian and spy born in Venice in 1725 claimed in his autobiography to have slept with 122 women?
Casanova?
Correct, no.
Hey!
In a phrase referring to a person who is a corrupting influence among good people, which fruit is described as rotten?
Apple.
Correct, David. In human development, it is normal during childhood for which 20 items that grow in the head to loosen and gradually fall out?
Teeth.
Correct, Andrew. In electronics, the device used by Nick Briggs to convey the voice of the Daleks is called a ring what?
Modulator. He said it at the start.
Modulator.
Did you help him?
No. I'm deaf in my right ear.
Are you pretending you helped him? Time's up. And you won a pathetic £450. Whose fault was that? Who's got time and space between their ears? It's time to vote off.
According to the statistics, the strongest link is John.
Okay.
Claire is the weakest link. But will the other players notice this when casting their votes?
I mean,
Voting
Babylon
over.
5, I know
It's
it's a
time to
TV
reveal
show,
you
but then
said
again,
the
I
weakest link.
got the question immediately before that wrong, so...
Claire.
Claire.
Noel.
Oh!
Camille.
Claire.
Bye, Claire.
Andrew.
No.
Yes, baby.
As Mickey, you're meant to be mad about Rose.
Hmm.
Yeah.
But you bump into Andrew's character and you disappear, don't you?
Mm.
Off into the sunset with him.
No, it's not really like. See, we go to fight the Cybermen because Mickey is very much like me. Is that he
Dashingly handsome.
Yeah.
Mm.
And for the women like yourself, real women.
Look how Dr. Jocks voted this time.
I know.
Could you explain that?
Well, you know, the Doctor and Mickey have a kind of tenuous relationship. It did get better with the 10th Doctor, so I'm quite surprised by.
I'm sorry, I do.
No one's asking you.
No.
Why, Claire?
Babylon 5? I mean, that's a whole different show.
True.
So, John, why, Claire?
Well, kind of hurt me that she didn't know it was Satellite 5, because that's kind of where Jack had his comeuppance with the Daleks, and also where I came back to Earth from.
Claire, are you sure you were in Doctor Who?
I was, yeah. I came in for 2 episodes, but I don't know everything about
2 of my
it.
favourite episodes, by the way.
No, Babylon 5 from Satellite 5.
If you haven't seen it, please do go and check
And as
out
a
my
result, Claire,
my review
you
of
are the weak link.
The Impossible
Bye.
Planet and Satan bit.
It's a fair cop that I got voted off in that round because I could have done more homework about Doctor Who, Tortured, etc., but I didn't. And yeah, it was an unlucky guess.
Yeah.
Round 5. Your total is £10,550. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's John.
Hey, the weakest link.
Start the clock. John, what V is a 4-letter word meaning inordinately proud of one's appearance?
Vain.
You say V?
What V is a 4-letter word meaning inordinately proud?
Vain.
Correct. Noel. In sporting cliches, a disappointed footballer is often said to be as sick as which bird?
A parrot.
Correct.
Oh,
David.
yeah.
In cities, what is the capital of Denmark?
Copenhagen?
Bruges.
Copenhagen. Andrew, the title Primate of all England refers to a high-ranking what, monkey or archbishop?
Monkey?
Monkey.
Archbishop.
Oh.
Camille, in motoring, what is the name of the gear that causes a vehicle to move in a backwards direction?
Reverse.
Reverse.
Yes!
Thanks.
John, in theatre, the
Woo,
actress
£100.
performing the principal female roles, such as Maria in The Sound of Music, is known alliteratively as a leading what?
Leading lady.
Correct, Noel. In the 1960s TV puppet series Captain Scarlet, what I, meaning unbreakable, was the word applied to the title character?
Invincible.
No, indestructible.
Oh.
David, according to a saying documented by the 16th century writer John Haywood, which celestial body is made of green cheese?
The moon?
The moon.
Correct, Andrew. In
Only get that from Wallace and
stereotyping, John
Gromit.
Barrowman was turned down for the sitcom Will and Grace because he was considered what? Too gay or too straight?
Too straight.
Correct, Camille.
Bang.
In cinema, Tom Hanks was the star and Ron Howard the director of which 2006 film based on a best-selling novel by Dan Brown?
Da Vinci Code.
John, what O is the word used to describe products that are grown with artificial fertilizers and pesticides? Correct, Noel. In
Bang.
human beings,
There
the
was a glitch
adjective
there, I think I missed
viras
that.
to the characteristics of which sex?
Male.
Correct, David. The hyphenated term meaning apprehension or nervousness, first used by an American cartoonist in the 1920s, is Hebe what?
GB.
Correct,
Oh.
Andrew.
Bank.
In idioms, which of these is a common phrase meaning the genuine article, Sylvester McCoy or the real McCoy?
The real,
Real
McCoy.
Correct, Camille. In the play Peter Pan by J.M. Barrie, which animal has swallowed a clock?
Crocodile.
Alligator.
The crocodile.
Oh.
John. In TV, Anthony Head, who played a bat-like alien headmaster in Doctor Who, starred in...
Oh, £850.
Time's up, I can't complete the question. And you put in the kitty a very disappointing £850.
Yep.
Who's the Time Lord and who's the Time Waster?
Bit
It's time to vote off. The weakest link.
of a glitchy episode
The
this.
strongest link statistically is John. David is the weakest link. But whose game is over?
Voting over. It's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Andrew.
Oof.
Andrew.
Oh.
Andrew.
Oh.
Noel.
Andrew.
Oh. They won the core team there in the final.
So, David.
Yeah.
Does the Doctor not travel in Northern Europe?
It's gone to Norway.
He tends to stick to London mostly, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I'm so humiliated I said Bruges. I'm never going to live that down, am I?
No.
Do you think Andrew was the worst player?
I think there was... A bunch of us all got one question wrong, wasn't there?
Andrew's been a very strong player.
He has.
I know. I haven't down to the family, I'm afraid.
Andrew.
Oh,
Who do you
bit more
think
glitching.
was the worst player?
Me?
That's correct.
I only got one wrong.
So, Camille, you're not doing much for the reputation of blondes, are you?
I'm awful. I'm sorry. Tonight, I'm really awful. I'm brilliant at home.
Why are you getting rid of Andrew?
It's always a thing. I think when you're there and under pressure, yeah, you will go a bit blank.
Andrew,
Trying
you
to
weren't
answer
the worst
quickly.
player because you actually banked £250. But it's votes that count. Andrew, you are the weakest link.
Goodbye.
I was absolutely terrified when I came face to face with Anne Robinson. She's pretty intimidating in the flesh, and actually, the Cybermen have got nothing on her.
Nah, I'd rather
Round
take the
6, you're
Cybermen.
up to £11,400. Another 10 seconds.
Good amount
coming
for
off the
Cherry.
Time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's John. Let's play the weakest link. John, which of the 3 standard items of cutlery consists essentially of a handle and a bowl?
Spoon.
Correct, no. In science, what T precedes imaging to give a 2-word term for the detection of an object based on its temperature?
Thermal.
Correct, David. In maths, what is 21 plus 43?
64.
Correct, Camille.
Bang.
According to legend, the only way to kill a werewolf is with a bullet made of which precious metal?
Silver.
Correct. John, in theatre programmes, the names of the cast are often listed in order of their what, appearance or height?
Parents.
Appearance.
Correct.
Oh,
No,
that's a
someone who
long
is seen as very
pause.
important, but only within a limited sphere, is said to be a big fish in a small what?
Pond.
Correct, David. The 1987 novelty song by the firm that includes the line, "It's life, Jim, but not as we know it," was a parody of which cult TV series?
Star Trek.
Correct, Camille.
Ah.
In jewellery, when it is grown under controlled natural conditions in the sea, which gem is described as cultured?
Huh?
Correct.
Oh.
John. In definitions, a person performing a volte-face goes through a complete change of what? Opinion or clothes?
Opinion?
Correct, Noel. In psychic research, the letters ESP stand for extrasensory what?
Perception.
Correct,
Bang.
David. In a 2006 episode entitled Tooth and Claw, the Doctor meets which British monarch
Queen
who
Victoria.
becomes the founder of the Torchwood Institute?
Queen Victoria.
Correct, Camille. In media, the major national newspaper
I think they might have
called
got to
Die
£5,000
Zeit
in
is
this
published
one.
in which European
If
country?
they hadn't banked.
Germany.
Correct.
Blank.
John, in astronomy, what D is a word that can follow red, white and brown to make the names of 3 different types of star?
Pass.
Dwarf. No.
Ah.
In the USA, the abbreviation for the state of Hawaii spells which common 2-letter word of greeting?
Hi.
Correct, David.
Ah.
In the early 1950s, which actor spent 6 years in a monastic order before doing his national service? Tom. Time's up. I can't complete the question. You banked £1,750. You had a chain of 12 correct answers. So yet again,
3 times.
you could have reached your
3
target.
times I could have done
So, has
And they
Noel
got
been
1.
taking the mickey?
it.
Does the doctor need medical help? Is John now out of tune? Or is Camille just thick? It's time to vote off.
With the most right answers, Noel is statistically the strongest link. John goes from being the strongest link in the last round to the weakest in this. But who will survive the vote?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest.
It's a hard game to win because you have to rely on a lot of luck
Camille.
in addition to getting right answers.
John.
Camille.
Ooh.
John.
Ooh, it's a tie.
Well, we have another tie team. John and Camille have 2 votes each. John,
Yes.
why Camille?
Well, David had said earlier we're keeping it all in the family, you know, first. Well, the family's all here. But we have to now start thinking about the charities. So that's
Yep.
why I just had to.
Camille.
Oh, Camille.
Why John?
This is really boring, but I thought that John was going to be safe. And also, he's so good. He's too good. Oh, and he's gorgeous.
Okay, when the vote's tied, the strongest link has to cast the deciding vote. And the strongest link was no. Why did you vote for John?
You got the dwarf star question wrong, and I think he was the only person that got one wrong, I think.
You have a choice. You can stick with John or change to Camille.
I'm going to stick with John.
Ah.
John
Ooh.
was the worst player. He was the only one to get a question wrong. Camille actually answered all her questions correctly and banked £750. John, you are the weakest link.
Yeah, but she could have helped them get all the way. Go, Captain Jack.
Anne is something very different from the aliens that we deal with in Torchwood. The only thing that she has in common with the aliens, she's got attitude. And Jack finds that sexy. If Anne were ever to come onto Torchwood, I think that Jack and Anne would create some waves.
Round 7, and you have £13,150. 3 of you left. Another 10 seconds coming off the time. We'll start with the strongest link from the last round. That's Noel. Let's play. The weakest
Okay.
link. Start the clock. Noel, in art, what is the usual English name for the colour that is known in French as rose?
Pink? Or red?
Red.
Pink. David, in pop music, My Generation and Pinball Wizard were UK hit singles of the 1960s for
The
which
Who.
rock group?
The Who.
Correct. Camille.
Thank.
What E means to destroy utterly and is used by humans with reference to pests such as rats, and by dialects about pests such as
Exterminate.
humans?
Exterminate.
Correct. Noel, in which Olympic sport that is part of the modern pentathlon are competitors warned to get ready for a bout with the words "on guard"?
Oh, fencing.
Correct, David. In the Austin Powers films, the arch-enemy of the title character is called Dr. What?
Evil.
Correct, Camille.
Bank.
In horse racing, the slang term pony is betting parlance for how many pounds?
Pass.
100?
25, Noel.
Oh,
In a
25.
threat that is rarely carried out literally, which parts of the body might a furious person say he will have for garters?
Guts.
Correct, David. In circus equipment, what T is the term for a horizontal bar hanging by 2 ropes and free to swing?
Trapeze.
Correct. Camille, which word of religious origin precedes mackerel, smoke and cow to make 3 exclamations of surprise?
Holy.
Correct,
Oh,
Noel. Which landmark is depicted on the cover of the Pink Floyd album Animals and in 2006 featured in Doctor Who as the site of the Cyber Factory?
To see Power Station.
Correct, David.
Oh, yeah.
In folklore, the strange light that is said to lead travellers away from well-trodden paths into treacherous bogs is called Willow the what?
Wisp.
Correct, Camille. In biology, given the same volume, which bodily tissue weighs more, muscle or fat?
Muscle.
Muscle.
Correct.
Bank.
Noel, in TV, most associated with the third incarnation of the Doctor is reversed.
I would have loved to hear that.
Time's up.
question.
I can't complete the question, and you won £1,600. Now, in round 8, you get the chance to treble what you bank.
Ooh.
Which means in the next round there is £15,000 to be won. Before that, it's time to vote off.
The weakest link.
Link.
For the first time in the game, David is the strongest link. Camille is statistically the weakest link. But who will be taking the
Ooh, is it
final
going to be
walk of
Camille?
shame?
Voting over, it's time to reveal who you think is the weakest link.
David.
Ooh.
Reveal who you think is the weakest link.
Let's go back.
David.
No.
Oh.
David.
Oh!
Well, if I was David, I know where I'd put the sonic screwdriver. Noel, did you think David was the worst player?
No.
Why are you getting rid of him?
I would never, ever have voted David, but he voted me earlier, and it was really uncalled for, because I wasn't the worst player, and so, payback, man.
Camille, what's your excuse?
He voted for me earlier, and I thought, all right, I'll just do David. But you know I love you, don't you?
Well, it's too late. We've moved on.
David, I think you're gorgeous.
God bless you, Anne. Feelings entirely mutual.
You're the weakest link. Bye.
I don't know that Anne
I hope they
would be
all get
a particularly
something for
successful
their
companion
chosen
for the Doctor. I think I'd be
charity.
the 11th Doctor.
It is like
In
£1,000.
fact, I think she's probably lined up already to take over as soon as I leave. Camille was determined she was going out in the first round, so it might be quite funny if she makes it to the end as the eventual winner.
I mean, I did kind of say.
£14,750. 2 of you left in this round. There's 90 seconds, but whatever you win will be trebled. You
Okay.
voted off the strongest link from the last round. Shame. So we'll start with the second strongest. That's Noel. Let's play. Start the clock.
Bad
So in science, the
videos. There's a lot
alliterative
of
name
skips
for
in
an
this.
energy source that is derived from the petrified remains of ancient organic matter is fossil what?
Fuel.
Pass.
Fuel. Camille, in France, what V is the name of the town southwest of Paris that is famous for its palace built in the 17th century for Louis XIV?
Versailles.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
No. In TV,
Pretty
although
Versailles.
their acting styles are very different, Gillian, who starred in The X-Files, and Pamela, who was in Baywatch, share what surname?
Anderson.
Correct,
Oh, yeah.
Camille. In spelling, according to the old joke, the words psychology and a swimming pool are alike because in both of them you get a silent what?
Fart.
P. No. In Doctor Who, the 6 words, don't you think she looks tired, bring down a government run by whom? Tony Blair or Harriet Jones?
Harriet Jones.
Correct. Camille, in fashion, what name was given to the skirt that was popularised by Mary Quant in 1965 when she made it several inches shorter?
Mini.
Correct. No.
Bang.
In common British birds, the underparts of blue tits are which other primary colour?
Blue.
Sorry, say that again?
In common British birds, the underparts of blue tits are which other primary colour?
Blue, surely.
Blue.
Yellow. Camille, in the novel Gulliver's Travels by Jonathan Swift, what ale is the name of the land of the little people?
Lilliput.
Correct, no.
Bang.
In the TV
Never
series Mission
read it or
Impossible,
watched
which
it.
words of encouragement always followed the line, this tape will self-destruct in 5 seconds?
Oh,
Pass.
Good luck. Camille.
Yeah.
Okay, your time is up and you won £600, which we will treble. That means
1800.
prize money tonight of £16,550, which
Yeah.
only one of you can take away.
Good amount
so
for charity.
now you'll play against each other, up to 5 questions each. If there's a tie, we'll go for sudden death until we have a
Ooh.
win. Therefore, Noel
Here
and
we go.
Camille, for £16,550, let's play the weakest link.
Do, 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 do.
Camille, it's the strongest link in the last round. You have the choice of who goes first.
I'll go first.
Go on, Camille.
Camille, in which musical do 2 children write an advert seeking a nanny who must have a cheery disposition,
Mary
rosy
Poppins.
cheeks, no warts, play games, all sorts?
Mary Poppins.
That is the correct answer. Noel, in folklore, in most versions of the story of Robin Hood, which king
Yeah.
is on the English throne, although absent fighting in the Crusades?
Richard.
Richard.
I'll accept. Richard or Richard the First? Camille, in cinema, which word derived from the Greek for Mother City links the setting for Superman with a classic 1927 film by Fritz Lang?
Metropolis.
That is the correct answer.
Oh,
no.
right, yeah.
The 1990s UK hit single entitled Paranoid Android by Radiohead was named after a science fiction character created by which author?
Oh, God. Not
Pass.
familiar.
The correct answer is Douglas Adams.
Okay.
Camille, which Swedish scientist is thought to have set up his international prize fund after being disappointed at reading the contents of his premature obituary?
How about Einstein?
The correct answer is Alfred Nobel.
Oh, okay,
Now,
yeah.
which
That makes
three-word
sense.
hyphenated expression
Want to know his first
that
name.
suggests continental naughtiness is a literal French translation of the phrase, oh, there.
Pass.
The correct answer is ooh la la.
Oh.
Camille, in a nuclear family, how many children are there if the 3rd eldest child is also the 2nd youngest?
And what? 4, 3, 5? Didn't quite hear it, so I don't think I knew it.
3. The correct answer is 4. No. In the 1977 film Star Wars, what was the name of the spaceship that, according to its pilot, made the Kessel Run in
Millennium
less than
Falcon.
12 parsecs?
The Millennium Falcon.
That is the correct answer.
Oh, we're in sudden death
Camille, in
already.
astronomy in the Northern Hemisphere, the constellation named after which hero of classical mythology is alternatively known as the Strong Man?
Hercules?
Aries.
The correct answer is Hercules. Noel, according to a 2006 study by the Oxford English Dictionary, which 4-letter word is the most commonly used noun in the English language?
Now.
The correct answer is time. After 5 questions each, your scores are tied. Camille and Noel, let's play sudden death. Camille, the ethical teachings of which Chinese philosopher born in the 6th century BC are often quoted in sayings as examples of wisdom?
Hippocrates?
That is the correct answer.
I don't know
No.
philosophy.
According to his creator Colin Dexter, Inspector Morse had the first name Endeavour because his father was an admirer of which explorer?
Christopher Columbus? I don't know.
Columbus?
The correct answer is Hook.
Oh, James Hook. Yeah. Wow. Camille actually won.
You are tonight's strongest
She's
link,
shocked.
and you go away with £16,550. What are you going to do with the money?
Half is going to multiple sclerosis, and half is going to children that are carers.
Yeah, I think everyone should at least get like £1,000 or something for charity. I mean, obviously, it's a point of saying you leave with nothing, but you know, it's charity. You can't give
mind losing in the final to Camille because the money's all going to charity anyway. And to be honest, I was kind of getting tired. I wanted to lose so I could get ready and prepare for my date with Anne.
I can't believe I've won. I was pants in the beginning, and I thought, oh, I'm so gone. I have
Sometimes
to go.
that's the thing. You've got to be kind of under the radar a little bit, especially with a game show like this, because it could be very easily that they'll just, you know, vote you off if you're too strong, and keep in the weaker players because they think that you're going to be an easier target. Well, that was something quite fun. I really enjoyed that. I think one thing of note, it's quite clear, obviously, with K9, they wanted to kind of vote them off to make it a little bit easier and have the actual actors kind of playing in it. But maybe it was because John Leeson, who is the voice of K9, he is actually so knowledgeable that he actually set a lot of questions to the quiz show Mastermind in the 20th century. So yeah, maybe they was a little bit threatened by him, and didn't want him to kind of steal the limelight a little bit. But that was a really fun thing to watch. So thank you, Pedro, for suggesting that. If you have any other suggestions of things that you would like to see me react to, please do drop a comment down below, and I will see if it is possible to do so. But until next time, my name's Kevin, I am a geek, and you have been watching Kevin the Geek. Goodbye.